you're rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots, and a sexy body full of tats.
Fabio Quartararo delivered an outstanding performance during the free practice session of the 2025 Dutch MotoGP. The Monster Energy Yamaha team's star rider clocked the fastest time, surprising many with his consistent speed at the Assen circuit. Despite track conditions that fluctuated due to weather changes, Quartararo maximized grip and maintained a steady pace from the start of the session. With a best lap time of 1 minute 31.832 seconds, Quartararo outperformed strong rivals such as Francesco Bagnaia from Ducati Lenovo and Marc Marquez from the Gresini Ducati team. Quartararo's speed this time sends a positive signal for Yamaha, which has often lagged behind in terms of top speed this season. Meanwhile, some other top riders struggled to find the best setup. Jorge Martin and Brad Binder appeared to be fighting hard throughout the session, while Alex Espargaro had to settle for a position outside the top 10. This result is undoubtedly a significant morale boost for Quartararo and Yamaha, who are still seeking a resurgence after several challenging seasons. If this strong performance can be maintained through qualifying and the race, it is not unlikely that Quartararo could once again become a serious threat at the front of the pack. And here's the full story. The 2025 Dutch MotoGP free practice session at the TT Assen circuit delivered a major surprise. Fabio Quartararo, the lead rider for the Monster Energy Yamaha team, impressed with the fastest lap time and led the practice session at the circuit known as the Cathedral of Speed. His lap time of 1 minute 31.832 seconds was the best of the day and brought new hope for the Yamaha team, which has been struggling hard this season. Despite the track conditions changing due to light rain at the start of the session, Quartararo remained confident and aggressive. He maximized the Yamaha bike's advantage in the fast corners and demonstrated exceptional stability from the middle to the end of the track. Despite predictions that Ducati would dominate at Assen, Quartararo stole the spotlight with his precise and confident riding style. Second place was taken by Francesco Bagnaia from the Ducati Lenovo team, who was just 0.091 seconds behind Quartararo. Pecco was strong in the final sector but couldn't match Quartararo's pace in sectors 2 and 3. Meanwhile, Marc Marquez, who experienced a near-crash moment at turn 5, still managed to secure third place, reaffirming his consistency as one of the main contenders in every session. Outside the top 3, Jorge Martin appeared to have not fully found his rhythm. The Pramac Ducati rider was only in 6th place, nearly half a second behind. Similarly, Brad Binder from KTM struggled to maintain rear tire traction and had to settle for 8th place. Alex Espargaro and Maverick Vinales from Aprilia also seemed to struggle keeping up with their rivals' pace. Neither made it into the top 10 and appeared to still be searching for the right bike setup to tackle Assen's flowing and fast-paced layout. However, the most eye-catching performance was undoubtedly Quartararo's. After being doubted throughout the first half of the season due to the limitations of Yamaha's inline-4 engine, which lacks the power of its V4 rivals, this practice result is a positive sign. Quartararo proved that with the right setup and restored confidence, he can still compete at the highest level. I felt the bike was working very well today. We focused on rear stability, and that helped me push harder into the corners. There are still a few things we need to improve, but I'm happy with the bike's feel, Quartararo said after the session. With this result, Fabio Quartararo not only opens up a strong chance of securing pole position in qualifying but also reignites Yamaha's hopes of competing for podium finishes in the remainder of the season. The 2025 MotoGP Italy sprint race at Mugello circuit delivered high tension, major surprises, and an emotional battle that marked a crucial stage in the World Championship title race. Under the intense public spotlight, Marc Marquez made history by securing his 100th career pole position. However, hopes for a perfect start were dashed when he made a mistake with Ducati's complex launch control system, an incident that nearly knocked him off the front row. Despite a rough start, Marquez demonstrated his true champion's class. In just 4 laps, he made an incredible comeback and reclaimed the lead. With precise maneuvers and unwavering confidence, he maintained his advantage until the finish line, finishing 1.4 seconds ahead of his closest rival. This victory was not just about speed but also a testament to Marquez's racing intelligence in reading the situation and maintaining his rhythm. Meanwhile, his younger brother, Alex Marquez, who witnessed Marquez's early struggles firsthand, was tempted to attack. However, he opted for a conservative strategy to preserve the condition of his front tire. For him, the main race on Sunday is the real stage, where strategy and tire management will be the keys to success. On the other hand, Francesco Bagnaia, who had hoped Mugello would be a turning point in his season, returned home with deep disappointment. Although he capitalized on Marquez's mistake to take the lead early on, Pecco couldn't hold off the two Marquez brothers. After being overtaken, he got stuck in a defensive battle and continued to struggle with Ducati's classic issue, losing front-end grip, which disrupted stability into corners. He revealed that his speed was even slower than last year, despite using the same tires. Now, his points gap with Marquez has widened to 98 points, and he trails Alex by 63 points. The heat wasn't just on the track, the atmosphere was also intense in the stands. Marc Marquez, despite now being a star for Ducati Lenovo, still received a cold reception from some Italian fans. Negative chants were heard from Valentino Rossi's diehard fans, a legacy of the heated 2015 conflict that has yet to fully subside. A tense moment arose when Ducati team manager Davide Tardozzi openly reprimanded those fans and emphasized that Marquez now represents Ducati's red and white colors. This underscores that personal rivalries still run deep among fans, even a decade later. Amid the Ducati spotlight, Maverick Vinales quietly stole the show. The Tech 3 KTM rider delivered a steady and fast performance. After being held back in the early laps, he overtaken one by one and even closely tailed Bagnaia toward the end of the race. Vinales felt optimistic heading into the main race, especially with the medium tire strategy deemed suitable for his KTM's explosive mid-race performance. Meanwhile, Yamaha is once again facing challenges. Fabio Quartararo, who competed with a shoulder injury, had a difficult race. Despite a good start, he quickly dropped to 10th place, hindered by chatter issues that made his bike difficult to control. He expressed concerns about his physical endurance and the bike's performance in the main race. His Yamaha teammates also failed to impress, confirming that the Iwata team's technical issues go beyond individual performance. As the main race on Sunday approached, tire management became the main topic of discussion. With high track temperatures at Mugello, the riders realized that strategy would determine the outcome. Marc and Alex Marquez noted that soft tires could provide an initial advantage but could backfire without proper management. On the other hand, Bagnaia needed to resolve fundamental issues with his bike before considering strategy. A podium finish sounded realistic, but the path was filled with challenges. The main race at Mugello is not just a battle of speed but also a test of resilience, revenge, and a life-or-death fight for the World Championship title. With Marc Marquez in a dominant position, all eyes are now on him. Will he continue to dominate, or will there be a new surprise in this drama-filled Italian soil?
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease, bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me, cause she got a bad little waist. And we tearing down this place, off the liquor that we chase. Casamigos to the face, baby I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on a tight frame. All game, no shame, baby came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine.
She's sex, drugs,
promises. She could get you